It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see which hometown team flies higher in the city of angels. It's the Los Angeles
LA
and the Los Angeles Rams.
showdown. Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, about to get this. Get it. Get these fireworks out so much stadium.
To the city of Angels, Los Angeles,
Wednesday
California.
night football.
Brandon and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching.
Blue and yellow.
His team
Blue here.
going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Let's get it, man. First game. Let's get it, man. Final game. Here on Wednesday Night Football, Chargers, the Rams in Week 1. Who's going to get their first win here tonight? It's a win for everybody here in LA, but these damn teams, they're going to lose. We're going to lose. Chargers now. Here we go. The Rams are going to kick off, and they're going to get the ball now.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
A new addition on the team, a new addition of Davante Adams, former Packers, former Jets. Davante Adams, welcome to LA. Former Raiders too, but who gives a fuck about the Raiders? But yeah, Davante Adams with the damn Rams now. Let's see what he can do. Had an amazing catch against the Ravens when he was with the Jets, with Rodgers. Jets, and what a one hell of a catch that was in New Year's Day. All the way back in January. Let's see if he can get those spectacular catches here tonight. Puka. First catch of the game. First completion from Stanford. What else is that, Jim? John? What your name is? Great game on Thanksgiving night. Ravens and the Chargers, one of the greatest games of all time on Thanksgiving night. And Khalil Mack, you better watch out. Matthew Stafford, better watch out.
He hasn't left the pocket. He's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Take it to the 43-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now it's Stafford. Pass complete. Touchdown, yards. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm.
Keenan Allen is back with the Chargers, with the Bears for like 2 seasons. Now back with the Chargers. It was our team.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And that to the 30. It'll be.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Herbert. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this game ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Stop that.
Now it's Herbert. This is caught. For Josh Palmer from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. Big strides. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Colby Parkinson, 73 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific. Look at this! Breakaway through the middle of the field, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ben Mason, 72 yards, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
I
Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got Mason complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Music station. Coast 103.5.
For a Charger touchdown. Ben Mason. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Tuned in, I will be here taking your calls, sharing your best information, and helping you understand what the rest of it's about.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. LA set to take over again on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about...
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the... The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touch. The big fella! Inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly, 74 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guys who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just set these calls for this possession instead.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Stafford. He's got his man downfield.
Every hour, weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. For these.
He's to the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson, 70 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
There he goes, right. Down to the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Rams now coming out on the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it.
I could
he
take
wants
it.
it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, 72 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
103.5. The Christmas season brings sports.
And running with power here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. That's going to be... And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
It's so bad.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 37. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
42.
Stafford.
And
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Denzel Perryman with a sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stafford now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Take this in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Rams have taken the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, a swing pass here to Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He's going to go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert escaping the pressure right. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching, but I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys, and they did.
And now excellent field position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, 39 yards. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense and their running back heading back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
And he's Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Shit.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Oh, shit.
And no, it falls incomplete. Two-point conversion, no good.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
I was crazy, man. Not bad. Not bad.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. They played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, you really need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run it again with Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
What you gotta do?
Under pressure, and they got multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Right there, runner. We got him.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, what is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Goes right side.
Yeah.
And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Free ball.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking distance.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team taking it right down.
And he's
going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 59 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking distance.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And with that last completion, folks, he now owns the NFL record for most passing yards in a single game. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Look at the big man. In for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 43 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, They count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Oh, where'd it go?
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss.
And now off to the races down the right side. Into the end zone, touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee, 59 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes him so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here, got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Big strides, look at him go. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
It's sad.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford going to be taken in here by Nakua.